This one a time or two before. Suicide versus suicidal. So we got two sides here. When somebody commits suicide, it's considered a tragedy. Now, I want you to keep in mind the stuff on the left hand side of the list is the result of the right hand side of the list. Let me give you some examples. We'll give you the example of the precursors. Considered attention seeking, like that girl who scratches her wrist with Lady Bick. Oh, she just wants attention. Well, attention for what? Eventually, it pushes itself to the point that she kills herself. And you call it a tragedy. Because you treated her like shit when she went to you for help, when she had to do desperate things, like cut on herself in the hopes that you would listen. But you killed her, didn't you? Everyone feels irritated. Now, you guys can go through and you can see how everyone, it says everyone, that's right, it is everyone. When you're not happy all the time, when their party is disrupted by you, yes, sure, they love you unless it disrupts their party, then they're irritated. They get irritated with you and they snap at you and they treat you like you're an animal or a fucking idiot until you kill yourself and then they feel bad. Well, maybe when somebody comes to you for help, instead of getting irritated and treating them like shit, if you treat them badly and then you feel bad, you deserve to feel bad. You treated them badly. You pushed them to suicide. Everyone tries to avoid them. That's right. You say that you love them. You say that you care about them. You say that you'll help them. You say that you will. But then you go out of your way to avoid them. You go out of your way to avoid the situation, to ignore them for months at a time. And when they finally are able to get a hold of you, you treat them like shit. Because they're still being abused because you just didn't fucking care. And of course, they avoid you, force you into loneliness and depression, and you fucking kill yourself, and magically everyone is present at your fucking funeral, ain't they? They didn't have time for you while you were alive. You didn't matter while you were alive. They had all these pretty words and fake memes and all this other crap while you're alive, but they weren't there, were they? They didn't listen, did they? They tried to avoid you. They tried to talk over you. Now then, everyone dismisses them. You can see that too. All these people, I'm trying to show them what I'm going through. They supposedly love me. They supposedly love me, but when I tell them that I'm being abused and I want them to look at the evidence of the abuse and help me put a stop to it, they say, oh, Sean, I trust you. I trust you. No, don't trust me. Look at it. And later on, when I say, hey, it's been years now, I'm still taking the abuse. Please speak up. And what do they say to dismiss me? You just gotta love yourself. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Man, you're negative. You're negative. Dude, I got my own shit going on. You guys know it. You know how it is. Everyone dismisses you with those pretty words, those pretty memes. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You just have to love yourself. You're cutting on yourself. You're self-harming. You're telling them you want your life to end because of the abuse. And they dismiss you and tell you that it's no big thing, that you just gotta let it go. And so it continues. You tell them, please, help me or kill me. And they throw you away and treat you like crap. And then after they have pushed you to suicide but not giving a fuck about you, they say they wish they'd seen the signs. Why didn't they see the signs? Why didn't they? Because they didn't want to. They didn't care. They cared only as far as society expects them. Those pretty words that you're expected to say to somebody. It's social conditioning. You're taught, you are socially conditioned And the laws are set up to treat someone who wants their life to end with everything on the right hand side. And then, of course, because you did everything quote unquote right. No, you didn't. You didn't think. You didn't use your brain. You didn't use common sense. Do you really love them? No. And then here at the end, no one believes they'll ever do it. Nobody believes they'll ever do it. I've had people tell me to kill myself who claim that they loved me, claim to be my friend, claim that they would be here no matter what. And of course, when their drug dealer wants to fucking have a beef, just like Blaine McCrelius, and of course, Kayla Trujillo, aka Miss Peaches, you say, oh, well, if you were going to commit suicide, you would have done it by now. I had 2 people tell me that literally within 30 minutes of me attempting suicide. It says everyone wishes they hadn't done it. Well, that is certainly not true. There are many people who wish that I would commit suicide. They have voiced their opinions. They have voiced it to me. They've voiced it in Natalie Bollinger groups. They voiced it on YouTube. They voiced it on Facebook. They voiced it all over the place. They wish that I would kill myself.